Saint Lucia, mama. That's the land of my birth.
Bonjour tout le monde, jeudi à c'est vendredi, il disait, et puis top conversation en Kabawea. Good morning everyone, it is Friday, 10 a.m., and it is time for Rum Shop Talks. And surprise, surprise, we are doing Rum Shop on the road again. We are driving up to Northern California to visit the in-laws on a last-minute road trip. And I figured we would stop. We're probably about two-thirds of the way there. And this is Casa de Frutas for you guys who are familiar with the 152. Um, and today I wanted to talk to you guys. So obviously, if I'm on the road, we won't be doing any rum drinks, but we will be doing our legal portion of our show today. And I wanted to talk to you guys today about who the client is. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I've had a couple of clients come in and me having to explain, well, a couple of people come in, I should say, and explain who exactly the client is. So, being a lawyer and practicing and having a law firm is very interesting because it's probably one of the few businesses out there where the person who pays isn't necessarily always the person who is the client. And it's and because of that, it's very important that we define always from the start who the client is. And so I'm going to give a couple of scenarios and I'm going to tell you who the client would be in that scenario. The first scenario that I wanted to discuss is it happens so often for us. Child calls on behalf of parents, and child is probably going to pay for the child's a POA. The child is going to be the one paying for the parent's estate plan, but the estate plan is being created on behalf of the parent. So in that situation, the parent would be our client, even though the person who reached out to us is actually the child. The second scenario that actually comes up for us is when parents call us for their children. So I have it very often. We do incapacity planning for young adults, and I have parents calling all the time and wanting to hire us. You guys, this is hilarious. There's a little mini train that just like pulled up, so I got a little distracted. But yeah, we have parents call us to hire us to do incapacity planning for their young adult children. In that situation, even if the parent is the one who calls, even if the parent is the one who's paying, the child is actually our client, not the parent. The third situation that I actually encounter pretty often because I do trust administrations and probate is when we have a trustee get in touch with us and we're representing the trust and we have beneficiaries involved in it. Who in that situation, there's a lot of players here. We've got a trust, we've got trustees, we've got beneficiaries. In that situation, more often than not, beneficiaries believe that we are their attorneys. In fact, I am just the attorney for the trustee. This is one of the situations where the person who's paying me is the one I represent. So I represent the trustee. I don't represent the beneficiary. And most interestingly enough, and also most importantly, is where a trustee is also a beneficiary. I don't represent the trustee as a beneficiary. I only represent the trustee in his or her capacity as trustee. We're gonna let the train go by, and then we're gonna like wrap up Rum Shop. Hi, train. There it goes. So, like I said, it's like being a lawyer and serving clients in the legal field is so unique because it's not very easy sometimes to determine who the client is. So when you guys are out there going to hire an attorney, you will encounter that situation where the attorney is going to be making it very clear who the client is because that is who we owe our fiduciary duties too. And that's the reason that honestly is one of the most important reasons why we need to define who that person is because who do we owe the duties to? Duty of confidentiality, duty to do the right to be competent, all of those kind of duties that we owe them to our clients, not just people who are associated with the case. And so my beneficiaries out there, as much as you want to call me and ask me for legal advice, I like to remind you guys that we are not your attorneys. We are attorneys for the trustees. And of course, for the parents who are calling us to hire us for the children, unfortunately, you're writing the check, but we are not your attorneys. We are your children's attorneys. And of course, for our kids who are calling us for the parents, yes, you may be POA, but we don't represent you. We represent the client. And of course, that means that we'll always do the thing that is best for the client and not for you. Hope this was helpful. I'm going to say goodbye. You guys have a wonderful day. And see you next week for another episode of Rum Shop Talks. Bye.